Grandmaster LT here, bringing you another Forza build and tune. My last video I said I would show you guys my other tunes for Prague and also Laguna Seca. So I'm going to leave the annotation so you guys could check out my original video. So for this video, I'm not going to show you guys the actual build because it's going to be identical with the build that I showed you guys last time. So as again, I'll leave my annotation below. Feel free to click on that and to see what my selections were. Anyways, I'm going to go directly into the tune now. Now this is for the Prague track. So my other tune that I showed you guys earlier, I found that one didn't really work too well in Prague. I found that there was a little bit more understeer, so I was just kind of playing around with the track, seeing what I could do to make it feel better. So this is what I came up with. So first, the PSI, I increased it 29.5 on the front and rear. The gears, again, it's the same as since I have the stock, I can't make any changes. The camber, the front camber, I increased it to -3.0. The rears is -2.0. I believe the front toe is neutral at 0, and the caster is 6.0. The anti-roll bars is 8.02 for the fronts, and for the rear is 20.06. The springs, the front springs are at even 600, and the rear springs is 650.2. I did increase the front and rear ride height. I found that I was kind of bottoming out on the Prague track. There's a couple parts that are quite bumpy, and I noticed, yeah, I did feel a little bit bottom out. As for the dampening, it is 8.8 for the front rebound and 9.0 for the rear rebound. And for the bump stiffness is 4.4 in the front and 4.5 in the rear, so it's the same as my previous tune. The arrow, it's the same as my previous tune at 85 in the front and 211 in the back. The brakes, I got the brake balance at 53% and going to the front, and the pressure is 100%. Differential, I did lower it to 5%, and deceleration 0, and for the acceleration I had at 75% in the rears, and the deceleration I increased it to 75%, and my balance is at 70%. So I'll show you guys a quick lap on Prague with this tune. So right, that was the Prague tune. So I'm gonna show you the Laguna Seca tune now. Let me just load it up here. So again, this is the build is exactly the same as the my original tune that I showed you guys in an earlier video. So I'll just show you guys what I did in the actual tune. So for the tire pressures, I dropped them down to 28 for both, front and back. Gears is at default. For the camber, the front is -3.0, the rear camber is -2.0. I do have a front toe of a 0.1, 0 for the rear, and the front caster at 6.0. Anti-roll bars are at 19.02 for the front and 20.06 for the rear. For the springs, I have it at 556.5 for the front and 570.2 for the rear. Ride height is right down to the minimum, 6.6 for both. For dampening, I have the front at 8.8. Rebound, and the rebound for the rear is 9.4. For the bump stiffness for the front, 4.4, and for the rear, 4.7. The aero is at 85 for the front and 211 for the rear. For the brakes, it's at 53% for the balance and 100% for the pressure. Differential, I have at 10% for the acceleration for the front, 0% for the front deceleration. The rear, the acceleration at 40%, and for deceleration is at 15%. Balance is at 70%. So that is my tune for the Laguna Seca. So I will show you guys a quick lap. So that was the Laguna Seca tune. I thought I did a lot better compared to my previous tune. It did feel a lot better in the turns. But anyways, that's all I have for now. If you have any questions, please leave it in the section below. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe. And yeah, please feel free to share and like this video. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks.